So we're back with Miss Pamela, and she's going to kind of walk us through how she sort of creates, what kind of comes to mind, things that she looks for, but she already has like a little layout. So we're going to just show you how to add some pieces. And that's basically, Pam, just a big pot with dirt in it, and you just kind of create around using that as your canvas.
Yes, any container that you want, that you see and you like that'll fit your home, you can take it and just put dirt in it and start with the dirt. And then I just created a little path. You just take some little rocks, put a few rocks in there on a path, and then if you've got pick up a few houses. Before I started, I planted a little plant here, stick a few things in there, put your little houses in, and then everybody needs a bicycle. If you've got a path, you know, you've got to use your bicycle. All right, hang on one second. I'm sorry. And then
got it.
Everyone needs a little croquet set. So anyway, we've got a little croquet set, got a little dog house over here. And then once you just you find these little things, and you can find them at a hobby shop, any of the hobby shops.
Estate sales, when you're just out seeing little knicky-knacks.
Yes,
little
nurseries have little odds and ends from time to time. And just look for anything that's ceramic that you can just use and just put in here. So it's very simple. It's very simple to do.
It's very simple, and I love the fact that it's an inexpensive kind of craft.
Yes,
you know, you don't have to have a whole lot of money. You don't have to invest in a class or anything like that. It's good to go.
These came from Lowe's. You can go to any kind of a hardware store and get that. And then I just found these little ceramic things, like a little leaf.
Little leaf.
And so
is that a church?
It's a church.
Where'd you find that piece?
I've had it in my garage, honestly, for a long time, and I think I just found it at an estate sale or something. But,
wow.
And then you can just take some little flowers. You can find a little pot, take a little pot, and then cut your little flowers off and hot glue them in these kind of things. And then you can have plenty of flowers. You can change your colors. And then you just take the little rocks and you just put the little rocks in there, and you've got the little sidewalk going up to the church, so you're ready for a wedding.
And you can have a wedding, then you can sit here and just kind of take in the beauty of the day.
That's right. And so you just go back to being a child and like playing in a dollhouse or.
Yes.
And so it's
and
really
we all
fun.
grew up with that. I think as a little girl, that is just, and that's the thing I love about having daughters, and I love girls, because everything is just so girly. You can create your own home, even before you have a home.
Right,
you know?
right. One of my grandchildren came to the fairy garden when they were tiny, and there were 4 of them, and they were about 5 to 2. And so I said, it was dusk, and I said, be really quiet. If it's really quiet, you might hear the fairies. And so they were tiptoed out there, and their dad had a little tinkling thing on the phone, tinkled, and they just went, they froze. They thought, I said, see, the fairies are coming out. Anyway, it was so fun. So anyway, so this is the last one. This is just a simple thing, like you can take a cookie sheet and just glue moss all around the cookie sheet. The only bad thing about it, you can't stick anything deep in it like you can the big barrel. But, so this is a little greenhouse I found somewhere, and I put some rocks in the bottom of it, and then I put some plants in it so that it could look like it's really doing its job as a greenhouse. And every greenhouse needs a few plants in the pots, so these are natural. And then, of course, it's fall, so we've got a little pumpkin here. And then we had a little greenhouse, little potting shed over here. We put this potting shed there. And these are little things that, like, you could use in a dollhouse. And it's just like, you got to have seeds and some little tools for your potting shed. And then, again, you put some rocks there. You've got a little arbor. And then you've got 2 little seats here.
That reminds me of my great-great-grandmother, these little metal chairs sitting on the porch.
Yes.
Having a little glass of sweet tea. Y'all know how I feel about that house wine of the South. Yes, yes,
and then we're just trying to use this one. You just trying to use little touches of red pop through this. And then you got to have some garden tools if you've got a potting shed. So you got to have some red potting things. And these are all things that are, you can order things online, but really 99% of these, if not 100, have all come from just local places and just having fun with it. So.
And I like the fact that it's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of whatever you feel. So when you pick up little things, you can just kind of create.
Yes.
When you talk about imagination, that's quite an imagination, Pam. Like really, like.
Well, I'm just telling. It just comes. I just put this together yesterday, and you just get all this stuff out here, and then you just start. It just starts becoming like a place to you, and it's just fun to create.
It's almost therapeutic because you're outdoors, it's beautiful, and you're also just being in a creative space, and that always yields good, good vibe, good flow, good energy.
Yes, for sure.
I love it.
For sure.
Start your own fairy garden.
That's right. Please do. It's fun.
want to thank Miss Pamela Martin for allowing us to come into her home and share her dreams and fairy tales with us. You guys know I like shining the light on Bluff City, and this is definitely a hidden gem. But if you learned something today or want to create your own fairyland, your little special place, send your pictures in to me. And if you have other ideas you want me to see and share with the Bluff City, just hit me up on that too. Hope you guys enjoy it.